Hello, welcome back to Brock's Basement. This is going to be my comic book pull list for the week of August 16th, 2023. Let's get right into it. First up, we have Batman, Superman, World's Finest number 18. I'm behind on it. I need to get caught up. I've heard great things, so I cannot wait to dive into it. Next up, we have Batman, White Knight presents Generation Joker. What issue is this? This is book 4. I'm way behind on the Sean Murphy universe Batman stuff. I really enjoyed the first couple series, I want to dive back in. Just busy and never enough time. So I think I just buy paper to have paper. Next up, we have Harley Quinn, Black and White and Redder. This is issue 2. I have not yet had a chance to check it out, but I did enjoy the graphic novel of the earlier stuff, so I cannot wait to see what's in this stuff. Next up, we have Hawk Girl number 2. I did not get a chance to read issue 1. I need to dive in and read issue 1 since, I shouldn't have gotten 2 if I don't like 1. So we'll see. I'm going to put this on the top of my stack to see if I'm going to keep going. Next up, we have Icon versus Hardware, issue 4. Apparently Brainiac's jumping into the Milestone universe, so we'll see. I've really enjoyed all the Milestone stuff. It's been really, really solid books. The only one I wasn't a fan of was Static, but I can see why people would enjoy it. Yeah, that doesn't mean you shouldn't check it out. It's definitely something that's, worth some people's time. Next up, we have Night Terror's Catwoman number 2. I am not caught up with the Night Terror stuff. I thought it was going to be, but I am not. The first issue was okay. I'm curious to see where all the Night Terror stuff ends up. But we're going to be coming to an end fairly soon with it, so I do need to get caught up. Next up, we have Night Terror's Nightwing number 2. Whole bunch of dark tech Barbara Gordon. Yeah. Who knows? Next up, we have Night Terror's Punchline number 2. Punchline, I thought she was immune, but she was not. So we'll see what terrors have in store for her in this issue. And next up is Night Terror's Superman number 2. I really like the first issue, so gonna see where it goes with issue 2. And then finally, Night Terror's Wonder Woman number 2. I enjoyed it. Like most of the Night Terrors, they have not been horrible, bad, or off-putting. So yeah, that's something, right? Next up, we have a book that was canceled and then resolicited and canceled again, but that's The Penguin, issue 0. This one's by Chip Zdarsky, but the actual Penguin series is going to be written by Tom King. So if you're curious, pick up the 0 issue and see if you want to dive into The Penguin preview from Chip Zdarsky. Next up, we have Rare Flavors, number 1, I guess. Is this number 1? It says number 1, so we shall see. But this is by Ram V, so I decided to snag that up there. We have Second Coming Trinity number 5. Mark Russell's hit out of the park with the Second Coming series of books. I like it. It's really enjoyable. I highly recommend you check out Second Coming and all of the iterations. Next up is a book that I was pleasantly surprised with issue 1, and so I went ahead and got issue 2, and that's Sirens of the City. Yeah, well, I really, really dug the first issue, so I cannot wait to dive in and see what happens in issue 2. Next up is James Tiny and Something Is Killing the Children, number 32. I'm a handful of issues behind on this, but Something Is it's good, but I think I think people are burnt out with that universe that Tinian created. I like it, but again, there's a lot of stuff in it with House of Slaughter and Something Is Killing the Children, and I think they did the Book of Slaughter, and I don't know if anything else is coming out, but it's a lot. Especially if you're trying to world build and stuff, so who knows. Next up, we have Tales of the Titans starring Raven. This is issue 2. 4. It mirrors the old Tales of the Titans miniseries that came out, I think, the George Perez era, and I have not read the first issue. Next up, we have another Ram V book, and this is The Vigil, issue 4. I really enjoyed the first 2 issues of The Vigil, so I cannot wait to get into 3 and 4. But yeah, definitely Ram V knocks it out of the park with that one. And it's just a kind of a new team of, people that help save the world in the DC universe. So highly recommend it. Next up is Robert Kirkman's, Hasbro book, or Energon Universe book, and that's Void Rivals issue 3 is out this week. Issue 2 was pretty good. It kept me interested, but we'll see where it goes from there. It's definitely the pacing needs to pick it up a little bit, but Kirkman, sometimes he's fast, sometimes he's a slow burn. We'll see. And finally, we have The Walking Dead Deluxe number 69. It's a good number. I mean, so that's my whole list, the stuff that my reading list. I did grab some variants this week. First up is Batman White Knight Presents Generation Joker issue 4. I snagged the B cover for that one. And then Joelle Jones had a beautiful Harley Quinn black, white, and redder number 2 for issue 2. So I had to snag that one up. Who's this? This is Derek Chu had a variant for Hawk Girl number 2. So I snagged that one up. And then Tula Lotte had an awesome Night Terrors Catwoman issue 2 cover. So grab that one. And then I liked who's this by? This is by Corin Howell and Trisha Mulvihill. But it's the C cover. Yeah, it's the C cover for Catwoman Night Terrors number 2. So snag that one. I did pick up Night Terrors Punchline variant. I think this is 3. Yeah, this is... So I picked up the C variant for Night Terrors Punchline number 2. And I picked up the B variant for Wonder Woman... Night Terrors Wonder Woman number 2. So, yeah. The next book that I picked up is the UI or AI. This is the Many Deaths of Layla Starr. Boom has done these reprint, I can't remember what they're called. Let me look it up real quick. It's the Spot UV variant. So you can see there's a slight, like a thing symbol there. So this was for Many Deaths of Layla Starr by Ram V. If you have not yet read it, you need to read that series. It is fantastic. It is available in deluxe hardcover or trade. Find a copy of the Many Deaths of Layla Starr and read it. It is fantastic. I got the Dan Mora variant for Sirens of the City number 2, and I got the Dan Mora variant for Something is Killing the Children number 32. There's a lot of Dan Mora variants that are in the pipeline. And Void Rivals number 1, it went to a 3rd printing with Transformer on the cover, so I snagged that up as well. That's it for this week. Medium week for me, but overall it's kind of a smaller week. So hopefully you find something that you enjoy. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know if you're picking up anything, if you have any questions, comments, all that fun stuff. I still have Bluesky codes, so I've been trying to give those out. So I'm going to say that you have to respond to this video and not any of the previous ones. Sorry guys if you are late watching any of the last 2 weeks worth of videos. So if you reply to this one, I have a Bluesky invite code if you would, and I can get that to you. You can also listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. We just recorded an episode, and we might go back to episodes every week. We'll see. But there's a link in the description below to get to the website for us, and we talk some bunch of random news stories that came out in the past month or so. On the episode, so check it out. You can help me and my fellow conspirators out through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees, and for me especially, getting products. So thank you very much to all of our Patreon backers. It helps out immensely. I'm just paying attention to see if something is okay. Yes. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle's at brocksager. You can also find me on Bluesky under brocksager. You can also find me on Instagram at Brock's Basement, where I've been posting the 3 covers that I like, or the art that I like the most from any, or the covers I like the most from any week, or from every week on New Comic Book Day. So check that out there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm tired. It's hot. It's actually my birthday today, August 16th. So happy birthday to me. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.